everybody, hello, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for watching, keeping me company today. Today we're still using our Tim Holtz Remnants, which I will be for some time yet. But today we're going to make these really quick page edges. They're quick, they're easy, and yet they look... Oh look, I've got all my tabs in my book now. All my removable tabs. Don't they look nice? Oh, sorry about my hands. I've been dyeing some lace. I've dyed my hands more than my lace. But I'll just show you what that looks like when it's in place. Goes right to the edge of the page, glue it on three sides, and you've got yourself a really nice little tuck pocket there, which I like. I like the look of it. It is scrappy, but that's what we're using. Well, I don't like to call them scraps, as you know. Sitting here are still my frames. I've been lagging behind in my homework. So let's put that somewhere safe-ish and get cracking with what we're doing. So you need a scrap. My page height from top to bottom is 8 1/4. This scrap is 8. But I haven't got too many that are 8 1/4. Oh, hang on, that's 8 3/4. I'm not so keen on this guy, but that's all right. We can cut a narrower one than that. So let's do that. I'm going to cut it on my decal edge trimmer. So sorry, I know it's noisy. I know it is. But let's do it anyway. That just fits in here. Just. So I'm just going to take the smallest of pieces off. And cut it again at about, I don't know, about 2 inches maybe, something like that. Let's do it at 2 inches. I've still got that really good scrap left. It's nice on the back as well. And then just want to let's take the top off that with a decal edge trimmer. Is anybody doing this project with me with their remnants? Be curious to know. I mean, even if you're not doing it as a Timmy remnant doodah, you might get some ideas of things to do either in a journal you're making now or a journal you're thinking of making. Okay, I've lost my pencil. Okay, but I've got a pencil with a really jazzy end, so I wouldn't lose it on my desk. And you know what? I keep losing it. Of course I do. So I'm going to just cut this off at 8 1/4, which is the ideal size for my journal. So there we are. Right, that's our first bit. So I want now something that kind of, I like that. I keep being drawn to that. I love it. It's just so nice. So nice. What does that measure? 7 1/4. Just checking I wasn't cutting anything up that was 8 I could put that side up. I mean, I do like that side though, because it's grungy, isn't it? It's grungy. Okay, let's cut that off way about down the bottom, about there, and then 2 inches, or maybe not 2 inches, maybe a bit narrower. I only ever made one of these in my life, so bear with. I just kind of like the idea of it, and it's just a fairly straightforward way, isn't it, to use your remnants up, or so I thought anyway at the time. And along there, and then I want 2 inches or thereabouts, so let's do that. There we go. So I'm making scraps. I'm using scraps and making scraps. How does that work then? Well, it's just the way it is. Yeah, it's just the way it is. I haven't deckled these edges either, so they need to be done. So that can go there, and then this one can come back this way a little bit, like that. Yep, zippity-doo-dah. I think that's okay. I think that's a good base. So I've used this piece of Timmy dyed coffee stained paper. Pretty sure Judy sent it to me, and it's absolutely adorable. And as I say, I've just dyed this lace this morning with Vintage Photo. So I want to see if that's like too much. Might be. I might just use a piece of craft paper. This is very light craft paper, because otherwise, you know, we've got 1, 2, 3 layers of card really. So I want something that's quite light, and this is, it's very light. And I probably want that to be about, I don't know, where's the one I made? How wide is it? Oh, now I don't know where a Timmy ruler is, so let's do it on here. It's 1.25 inches, that is. I didn't realise it was that wide. So back to the decal edge. It's got a decal edge on that one where I've already cut a strip off for the original one I've shown you. 1.25 inches, which is there. Is that right? Yeah, I think so. Let's just decal the top a little bit. Oh, that's right, I forgot it doesn't like cutting this. Don't know, have I got any deck the edge cutter scissors? What have I got here? Let's have a look. A decal edge, they'll do. They will do nicely. Oh yeah, they pretty much work. I'd already chewed the end, so they didn't have an easy task. There we go. Lovely. Right. Put that to one side, and yeah, that's going to go there. That's going to go there. That's going to stick out a little bit like that. Yeah, I think that's all right. The only thing I need to do is, yeah, there's only one side of this deckled, so we'll soon adjust that, however. Oh, I do like these scissors. They're not half as noisy as that decal edge trimmer. It really, really does make a loud noise when you're hearing it through the mic. Okay, we're rocking and rolling now. So that's going to go up there, isn't it? And stick out further than this. That's all I want. That's all I want in life. A bit of sticky outness. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is ink around all of them, and you don't need to watch me do that because I know it drives some of you dotty. So I'll pause there, ink around, and then come back to you. Okay, so I've got everything inked up, I think, that I need so far anyway. So the first one to go on, I think we said was this one, didn't we? So let's put that there. I think it might have been a little bit further over actually, about there. So I don't want to glue, and I'm saying this because I did this the last time, I don't want to glue this exact edge here. Look at the back of that, it's beautiful. Oh, glue, what's wrong with you? Mr. F's just filled it up. I don't know why it's... Oh, that feels very, very bunged up. Ugh. You couldn't just go right for me, could you? It's really bunged up. I don't know what its problem is, but it's a big one. Come on. Oh no, I've lost the end off my pin now. Oh, I'm going to have to go and ask Mr. F for help. Hang on. Okay, well that didn't work. Mr. F's out the garden raking up cut grass. So I tried to do it myself. Excuse me. And yeah, kind of, I don't know, all messed up. Anyway, he'll sort it out when he's finished. Out the back. Excuse me. Tickly throat. So, oh, I've put that. Oh well, let's make it this way. There's nothing wrong with doing it this way. So I'm just, pinhead. So I'm just going to put that straight on there. Like so, yep, that's all right. And then this one is going sort of there, I think. So there's a little bit down the bottom that I don't want to glue. Probably work in our favour actually that it's colour I'm using, because I want to tuck a couple of little things underneath here, and if I use the Queen's glue or Nouveau or whatever's in it, I wouldn't be able to do that. So that's just sticking out a little bit there, and then it's coming up there. Yay, that's lovely. Lovely, lovely. Marvellous. Great. Let's just check. We haven't got any glue on the back. We haven't. We're doing well. Right, I had to stop there because I was having a coughing fit. But I've made it through. So this is our piece of craft paper. It's definitely paper, not card. And if you haven't got paper, of course you can use card. It'll just make that, what I suppose is a cluster, a bit thick for my liking. So just using the collal, and let's get this on. And I want it probably where the end of the base of the original paper is, I'd say, about there. Yeah, I think that's good. So now I want to find a couple of some things to stick in it. That's quite nice. What are they called anyway? Number strips. Just little pieces of ephemera, that's all I'm looking for. Oh, that's quite nice. I like that. A little field label there, that might be okay. Nests and eggs, yeah, why not? Why not? There's all sorts of things in here. This is kind of the dregs. This is what I've been left with after I've been through it and picked out several times everything that I think I need. So this looks like part of a pocket collage, whatever he calls them. So I could put that there. So let's just cut that off about there. And yeah, that collal is still open, so I can get that in there. That would be fine. Okay, let's ink round it. Of course I'm using Scorched Timber. Why would I not? I wonder if Scorched Timber is going to take off the role of vintage photo. You know, everybody loves vintage photo, and it's a fairly neutral brown, I would say, of all the Timmy browns. So it's safe for people that, you know, don't want to grunge things up. But the Scorched Timber in the world of grunge, oh my goodness me, it's just simply the best. So I'm putting that, bit of glue there, that down there, just sticking out of there, and I've got this one that says nests and eggs. I think it's come out of a piece of paper actually, but that's okay, we can reappropriate it for our purpose. There we go, let's ink around that. I love doing this sort of craft, it's just a bit hit and miss, isn't it? And I'm going to put that one there, as long as I can get in under the collal. Oh yeah, easily, easily. So let's glue the back of that. Smashing. Right. Just going to slide that in there. Like that. Yeah, that's alright. You don't see very much of it, but you see enough. Enough to know there's something going on. There's several layers, which is what I'm after. Let's just pop these back in that box where they came from. Right, so the next thing I want to do is, well, I'm going to put some washi tape down, which is the edge. This is the edge going into the book, so yeah, down this edge. Just going to leave that decal just sticking out a little bit. I think this is Dina Wakley tape. I'm not sure. I mean, it could be Timmy. I really, honestly don't know about these, but I think it is Dina Wakley. So there we are. Let's just give that a bit of a burnish down. Lovely. And then I want to put some stamping up here. So I'll get out my box of frequently used stamps. And what we're going to do, I want some sort of thin ones, thin little ones. What have I got? Baggage check room, that would do. Oh, I've got that. It's a bit crooked. Crooked. Oh, that one looks alright though. Yeah, I think that would work. Does it fit on my... Yeah, it does. Perfect. Perfectly perfect. So I'm using VersaFine so it'll stand out against the craft, because if you use distress inks on craft they just get soaked into it and never see the light of day again. This is a bit dodgy. Well, put it down, let's hope it's in the right place. With text you don't, yeah, if you squidge too much that's what you get. But it's okay, it's a grunge project, that's fine. Don't beat yourself up about things that maybe don't go perfectly. Oh, like that one. That's dropped down there, which is not what I wanted. That's alright, and maybe a little number at the end, if I have such a thing. Ooh, little numbers, where are you? Because they're little, so they fall to the bottom. That would go in there, but I think it's too wide. Type slide. Again, I think it might be too wide. That one would go there. I'll just put the letter and parcel bit on it. You're stuck there. You're not going to drop off or anything daft. So I just want the letter and parcel inked up. Just take that off there. Hopefully this is not going to drop off or do anything silly. Perfect. So we'll put the lid back on that, Miss P back in her box and put them away. And then the next thing to do, which way is this going again? Yeah, that's the flat edge. Next thing to do is get some of this lace that I dyed earlier, and it's going to go there, like that. So let's put some glue down, stick that on, and leave it to dry for a little while, because otherwise your sewing machine will not be happy, because you drag all that gunge down into the workings of it, where the spool is, etc. And yeah, it ends up just a cloggy mess. And then it costs you to get it put right, so just wait until your glue's dry. So let's put that there. That's nice. That's very nice. I like it. Trim these off, top and bottom, and there we have it. There's another page edge. Nice, nice, I like it. I'm just going to use my collar and stick down the very bottom of this, because otherwise it gets frayed. And I know it's a grungy journal, but I just don't want it fraying. I just think that looks bad. Not grungy, just bad. So there we go. That's that one, waiting to be stitched. And it'll go that way in our journal. Okay, so that's two we've made. As you know, we're working by the rule of fives. Whatever you do, you have to do 5 times over. So let's find another piece that is, yeah, this is 8 3/4, so I can cut that down. And I just need 1/2 inch off it. I'm pretty sure I can do by eye. I think that's about it. And I want it to be about 2 inches wide. This side's already been deckled, so we're okay there. Two inches, and are we deckled everywhere? No, not on the bottom. But that's everywhere now. It's got a decal edge on it, and let's see what we can add to this one. So what do we got? Got that piece, that's quite nice. And oh, that's a long narrow one, isn't it? Oh, I've got some ticking here. Ticking. I like ticking. Can't go wrong with a bit of ticking. I'm going to push that way, and I'm going to chop this off. There. Don't know what's in my throat today, but it's very ticklish. A ticklish throat. Just along the top and bottom. Sorry about the noise, I forgot I was using scissors. Right, let's see how we're going. So that's going to go about there. Yeah, that looks nice. Would it look nicer if that was on the top? I believe it might actually. Yeah, I like that. Nothing wrong with that. So I think all I've got to do really is ink round those, stick them together, and then we'll come back and see which bits we're going to tuck in. So I'll pause you there. Okay, so I've inked round those. I also cut out my 1¼ inch strip of craft paper and inked round it. So now I just need to stick these on. I can't remember if this is where I said they were going, but that's where I'm going to put them with my collal. Oh, the back of that piece is gorgeous as well. I love text. In any way, shape or form, I love it. But you know, there's two sides to the paper, isn't there? So I'm going to put that there. And I think that's okay. And I think I've got a load of glue on the back, which I didn't really want. So let's just wipe that off. It'll still be a bit sticky, but it'll dry in a minute or two. And then that, I'm going to bring this back over here a little bit to about there, I think. So, well, Mr. F went out on his bike yesterday and he had a lovely time apparently. Just doing local little roads. Most of the roads around here, with one exception, but most of them are kind of minor roads. So you can go and tootle around and nobody's honking you from behind and trying to hasten you up. So that I'm going to put down there. Can't see too much of that. Let's move that over a bit. Let's move that to there. So let's stick this down. So yeah, apparently he enjoyed it. And it's actually not a bad day today, but there is rain forecast for this afternoon. So I asked him if he was going out and he said, well, he didn't want to go out and get his leathers wet and blah, blah, blah. So I don't think he's going out. And when I just went through with my glue, he was out the back doing some, as you would say in the States, some yard work. Which is great. So there we are, we've got that piece there. Now then, the next thing I want to do is these, and I want to put that so it's sticking out a little bit. I quite like that idea. So let's ink around that. It's just out of one of the packs of Tim Holtz ephemera. I'm not sure which one. I just tip all mine into a box, or I have done historically. I think in future I'll have them in separate boxes because they're the boxes that I get from Temu and I think they're great. So I'm just going to put that there, sticking out that much, and it just adds a bit of interest to it, doesn't it? Oh yeah, glue on the back of that as well. Oh well, never mind. And this, I'm just going to have to trim, not with my decal, with this, just a little bit off the top, tiny bit. And it's always difficult to cut these little bits on here because they're hard to grab. Oh, I might need a bit more than that off. But I do want to leave the guy with a name. Let's have a look. There we go. And really, I suppose you should do these first, get these prepared first, because the glue on the craft paper is drying all the while. We should be all right. Collal takes a little minute to set up. So I want to put that up this end. Just have to go in with my tweezers a little bit, I think, and just release that. That's going to go, yeah, it's going to be alright, I think. Might need a bit of persuasion, but it'll be fine. It'll be alright on the night. There we go. I'm just going to slide that under there. That's the plan anyway. Come on, you can do it. You know you can. Oh my goodness. It's getting stuck on this piece, I think. So I need to kind of lift the whole thing up. Yeah, it might be an idea to stick these on first. I'm sure it's that piece of ticking paper it's getting stuck on. And it's not helping me. It's not playing ball. Come on. Yeah, it's definitely that ticking it's getting stuck on. So there we are. There we are. That's it. Finally, it's in place. And everything's stuck back down. We'll just give it a bit of a bone foldering, a bit of burnishing just to make sure it is actually stuck. Okay, that's fine. So, wow, that was a bit, wasn't it? That was a bit much. Right, so the next thing is the stamps, then the washi. So I'm just sticking by the same recipe for all of these. Let's see what I can find that's different. Oh, that's a nice little one. Upside down there. That's a nice one. What's that? That's quite nice. And transportation. That should be enough, surely. Ink, ink, ink. Here it is. My desk's just a mess again, as always. Great, 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 great. Transportation company. Oh, that feels like it wants to come off, so get stuck quick. Lovely stamps. Versifying Claire is a lovely ink to stamp with. And of course it comes in lots of exciting colours as well. That's a bit on the wonk, but that's okay. I can live with that. Oh, got a load of ink there, which I don't really want. I just need to make the back of this stamp a bit damp because it's not sticking. It's still not sticking. It's still not damp. That's why. Right, let's just make that straight as we can. Stay on, please stay on. Oh my goodness me. That's all right. Actually, I might just continue that. Down to the bottom there. Great. That's that. So Miss P and all her band of stamps can go away again. Right, so next thing we need is some washi. I've got that one, which is quite pretty, isn't it? I think I might use that for a change. for a change. There we go. I'm just going to bend that over at the top. Saves it being a raw edge, which sometimes likes to lift, doesn't it? So let's just burnish that down. There we are, and then we'll stick our glue on. So it's going that way, isn't it? Oh, it's nice that. I like it. Yeah, I do. I don't know where we've lost the other bit of paper. You can see a tiny little bit down there, but that's fine. That's okay. Let's do the lace situation. Which is where how can you lose a load of lace? Oh my goodness me, where's my lace gone? I knocked it onto the floor. Yes, that's exactly what I've done. So it's going that way, so let's have the... oh, I don't know. Then we're going to have to put it that way. And there we go. So it's not... doesn't take ages to make these, and they're very simple, I think. Very simple. So let's just glue the ends of these on. Like that, and oh, just knocked up for flying. And this end down here. Lovely. Trim the ends off. Lovely. And then I'm just going to wait for those to dry, and then I'm going to stitch them. So I'll come back to you once they're dry, and I do like these actually, they're nice, and I can stitch them. So I'll see you in a sec. Okay, so I've got those done, stitched, a zigzag stitch down side as you can see, and they're ready to go in the journal. So let's get the journal. Well, it is a journal, it's just a bit unmade. Just need to cover on it, that's all. So let's see where we're going to put these. I want to make 5, so that'll be 1 in each signature. Yeah, why not here? So I'll put one of the ones that goes this way and put that there, I think is the thing to do. It looks nice, doesn't it? Yeah, I think it does look nice. And what I'm going to do is use my double-sided, which I'm trying to use for just about all my pockets and things that I make nowadays. I don't know, it's just better. Let's just get the bone folder and just squash those stitches down so they don't catch when you're trying to put a card or something in it. And get these, oh, get these stuck down. My hands are so filthy, I do apologise. I did wash them before, but the spray stain didn't want to come off. Of course it didn't. Down here. Gonna have to ask Mr. F if he'll have a look at my glue, because simply isn't behaving as glue should. Oh, it's stuck to my fingers. Of course it would. And that just catches the bottom of those stitches. I did do a double stitch when I started and stopped, but I don't know, I find it reassuring when you're sticking over. There we are. So let's just burnish those. and then this afternoon I can catch up on all the little bits that I should have finished, like my pockets from my frames, that sort of thing, and come up with something, the next project, and get ready for doing an Elizabeth craft project, which is something nice, always something I look forward to doing. Come on. Why don't you want to stick down? That's it. Finally you get the right idea. Yeah, and another thing I need to do is tidy this desk. I know creativity is sort of works better when you've got a lot of stuff around you, but no, not this amount of stuff. Oh, look at that. Pity's sake. What is wrong? This is a perfect pane, isn't it? No, I think that's still bringing everything up with it. Yeah, hooray. Hooray, hooray. So let's put this in here, and it doesn't go right from the top to the bottom, so just right on the edge and leave, it's not even quite an eighth on each end, but a little bit. Lovely. That's that. And we have to have a day at some stage where we make journaling cards and the like to fit in our pockets and these side page edger tucks, whatever you want to call them. I don't know, they don't really have a name. So there we are, that's one in signature number 1. So let's move ahead to signature number 2, and maybe there. What do you think of that? This is the one that goes straight, so I can put that on there. I do like them. I like them much better when they're in the journal, I must say. You glue, have you decided to work yet? Oh, you have. Thank you. So I'm not going through that again with the release tape. There's probably way too much glue here, but that's strange that it righted itself, isn't it? Let's put a little dot there, the back. All my stitches, and then this goes here, right on the edge of that page. Lovely. Press that down firmly. Yeah. Really nice. Looks lovely. Looked lovely when we get a... I'm just looking to see if I could see my glue rubber anywhere. So I've just got a bit on there. Oh, it's distressing the paper now. That's okay. So that's signature 2. Yeah, all signature 2. Here we are in signature 3. So which way is this one going? It's going this way. No, it's too... I don't want to put it on there. That's the centre. That's got a page tag on. I'm going to have to move my page tag to somewhere else. Let's just pop this one here. So I think the whole journal, when it's finished, will have some continuity. Because all the scraps I used are basically Tim Holtz. and they're mostly from, you know, the same sort of paper pads really. So I think everything will go together. So let's get that. Oh, that's quite tall, that one. Right on the edge. Let's lift that piece up so we can see if it is right on the edge. And it is. That's great. Stick that down. Stick that down. And that. And there we have it. There's our three-page edger tags. Whatever. Tucks. Tucks is what they are, my dear. Tucks. And I think they're nice. They're plain, fairly plain, but you know, when you consider it, they've got stamping on and lace on and various different layers, and I like them. So I've just got 2 more to go for the remaining 2 signatures. This one I need to find another home for. It'd probably be good on that one actually, and I can remove that somewhere else. So I have to get it the right way up. Come on. It goes about there somewhere, I think. And that needs to find a new home, which could be there, couldn't it? Oh no, it's got a tag on the back. Let's put that there. But these are movable feasts, you know, they can go anywhere. So there we have it. There's all our beautiful tabs down there. Tabs and tags, too much. Our little ones sticking out the top, and we've got 3 of our page edges in place, our tuck spots. So, hope you enjoyed that. I did, I must be honest, I did. I liked it. I liked doing it. I love that one. So there you go. That's that. So it is starting now to begin to look like a journal, which is great. That's what we want. So thank you very, very much for joining me. I'm really grateful. And I'll bid you goodbye for the time being, but I hope to be back. Well, I hope to be back tomorrow with an ECD project. So see you then, hopefully. Take care now. Bye.